on another Sunday podcast breakdown. What's good, my people? Yes, always much respect to my people right here on this podcast. Now, we're gonna talk about the supposedly diseases and things that, plaguing the masses. We talk about, the Alzheimer's and, the dementia. And that's an important thing people need to start paying attention to as far as, people losing their mind in these times. You can't just sit there and believe that these things is naturally just happen to human beings. You have to understand it's a reason why people brain go to soup. You understand what I mean? Turn soupy where they don't remember nothing or, things kind of mixed up and confused as far as reality and fantasy, if you want to be real about it. You understand what I mean, people? There's a lot going on with these dementias and Alzheimer's that messing up the masses, and they actually call it the silent killer. The reason why they call it the silent killer is because it's killing you without you even knowing. Why people, your loved ones and them feel like, it's just memory problem or these things just gonna affect you, but not in a physical way. But yes, it did. It killing you slow. It destroying your body, destroying your brain. Do you understand? It destroying things that you can never live without in your body. So we're going to get into this and we're going to talk about it. Why is this on the table? In the times of the juice, when they issue the juice, you have a lot of complications show up. Dementia and Alzheimer's is one of them. So we're going to talk about it because they have to find new ways to diagnose you with these things. Do you understand? They have to find new ways to check for these things. Just as I talk about cancer, it's the same thing with the dementia. Is a big thing on the table. You understand? So it's going to be affected to the masses. We're going to get into this right here and we're going to talk about it. Just make it run.
Video and podcast. Today we have our weekly look at the headlines with the AMA's Vice President of Science, Medicine, and Public Health, Andrea Garcia.
Yes, science and public health. You hear that, people? Because the public health depends on science. Where is the people that claim scientists and these things? Where they at, people? They're invisible. In real life, you don't see scientists. All they do is talk about them, the great things that they discover, the great things that the foundation that they lay down and everything. But you can never see a real scientist. Why? It's a deception. Take a listen.
AMA's Chief Experience Officer. Welcome back, Andrea.
Thanks for having me, Todd.
Don't
It's
laugh.
good to be here.
Nothing
We got
funny
a lot
here.
to talk about, starting with two new blood tests that could revolutionize patient care that made headlines.
Blood tests that revolutionize patient care. Blood tests, people. Now they tell you they can use blood tests to find cancer. Is that real, people? What is they telling you right here? That these things is more potent now in your body where they can just find it in a blood test? Pay attention here.
This week, one could help physicians diagnose Alzheimer's and the other detects colon cancer.
Listen.
Both could prove to be hugely beneficial diagnostic tools. Andrea, let's begin
Tell
with...
me what's beneficially about, diagnosis. Finding out that you have these deadly problems in your body. Tell me what's good about that, people. What's groundbreaking about those things to find out or discover that you have some sickness lurking around in your body. Take a listen here.
The Alzheimer's test. What do we need to know there?
Yeah, Todd, there was a study published in JAMA that found a simple blood test correctly identified whether patients with memory problems had Alzheimer's disease.
So listen me, people, it's memory problem. I'm glad they explain it like that so you understand. You have memory problem and they can find it in your blood. Okay, does that ring a bell to you? Only smart people are entertained right here. Only people that's smart and can think like this. You understand that? I'm asking you a question. These Alzheimer's that mess with your brain, why would you find it in your blood? Okay, so now you understand. It's the same problem you're having that give you that reaction. Do you understand? Yes, chemical in your body seek into your bloodstream and now it's in your brain. Do you understand that? So yes, anything they can find in your blood is something that you pick up right here on earth, playing around with these people and what they got to serve you up. We already know dementia didn't just started because you just feels, you did certain things in your life, or what causes it, people? What causes the Alzheimer's and the dementia? What you need to do to prevent it from happening to you. They can never tell you that, because it's daily life that you live bring you these sickness and complications. That's all it is, people. So yes, once they tell you that they expose themselves, when they tell you they find it in your blood, it's not what they tell you it is, people. Yes, it's chemical. Yes, demolishing your body, and the reaction shows up as Alzheimer's and dementia. And that's the reason why they can find it in your blood. Your body been contaminated by something that you consume.
90% of the time. And this was a huge finding because the blood test proved more accurate than...
I'm going to ask you a question. So what happened from before? Why you couldn't tell that blood test? Everything, as soon as you reach to the hospital or the doctor, what they doing? Testing your blood. They're quick to draw blood, people, to test blood. So long time they've been testing blood, and the Alzheimer's been in the blood and they've never seen it till now, people. Now it's a breakthrough. Listen to what I'm saying here, people. The Alzheimer's was visible in the blood for tests to find it, but they just now discover it. Of all the blood tests they've been taking, including from people who have that Alzheimer's and dementia, and they just now discover it, people. That blood test can show it. They're full of shit. Remember, the only people testing blood is them, not you. So that means if they test your blood supposedly and say they find dementia in it, you can go test it yourself. You can check yourself or double check yourself and say, you know what? I don't see that dementia that they're talking about. You don't get it, people. It's an operation and they control it. The whole thing, as you could see, the serpent right down there wrapping around a pole next to the mag circle right there. You see that? Don't sleep on these people. The healthcare industry is a wicked thing they put together for the destruction of the masses. They're the one who are responsible for you being sick right here on earth and pretend to come to save you.
Standard evaluation, so a clinical exam, cognitive testing, and a CT scan. I think to put this into context.
And those scans is not good, people. CT scans. You better be careful of those scans, people. All of it. MRI, all of those scans, even X-ray that you know from long time. It was a lighter version of radiation they used to put in your body. Do you understand that or not? Okay, so now when they have these MRI, CT scans, all of this shit is wickeder radiation in your body. Way wickeder than the X-ray as you know it. And don't worry about it. A lot of people already know about that X-ray machine. Any one of those things that you're going is radiation. Even those tanning beds, why you think they're supposed to be getting rid of them? They tell you from day one, oh, this, that. Yes, go get your tan. And then later on they tell you, passing off a lot of radiation in your body. Not only that, but it can actually cause cancer. It's the same shit, people. CT scan is, and the MRI scans. All of them, people. When you check it, all of them radiate into your body and get you sick. Cause complication later on. That's why I tell you, the seed of the cancer and these things are already planted in your body. The radiation will set it off.
Dementia specialists using those standard methods that did not include PET scans or invasive spinal taps were accurate about 73% of the time. And then primary care doctors using those methods got the diagnosis right about 61% of the time. These results were presented last weekend at the Alzheimer's Association International Conference.
They have an Alzheimer's International Association. Associate. You don't get it, people. It shows you that it's an operation by the government. All association. I explained it to you already, people. Association meaning these people associated with the devil of this earth. That's the reason why they get to serve you up shit. So you have to understand, they're all a part of it. Take a listen.
Philadelphia. They were then covered by the New York Times. However, that new research was conducted in Sweden, and experts are cautioning that for use here in the U.S., the results really should be confirmed in a diverse population.
Oh, diverse.
That said, as an expert in the New York Times article pointed out, It wasn't too long ago that measuring pathology in the brain of a living human was considered just impossible.
Listen.
So that really gives you some idea of just how far we've come.
That is
Wow.
quite a long way. Andrea, what impact do you see this having on patient care?
Well, we know that Alzheimer's disease affects nearly 7 million Americans and
Wow, people. So there you go. Over 7 million Americans. Now, they mention dementia, and they never mention the Alzheimer's because they claim that, I guess, the dementia lead up to Alzheimer's. Just like they tell you HIV lead up to AIDS. These are the things that they use for the dumb masses on earth, man. To keep you in line. You have to understand, to keep you where they want you, the same spot that they want you. You have to be there with all the agenda that's around you, the gatekeeping that's going on and everything. You can't escape this world the way they set it up. There is something they're going to use to juke you, catch your attention, and you're going to fall right into their hands. Bam.
The evidence against ultra-processed foods just keeps stacking up.
Yes, it keeps stacking up because now is the time you decide to tell it to the people. These are things that they know long time, people. Picture how long the human being been eating red meat and these things and ultra-processed meat, sausages and bolognas and all of these things. How long they've been feeding that shit to the youths? You don't get it, people. What you think they feed the kids? Sausages, bolognas and them things. Ever since I know myself, I realized that it's kids' food, people. That's what they serve the kids. That's what in their lunch cans. That's what they bring around for lunch. You don't get it, people. Pay attention to what they're telling you now. Is it something they just discover? You're dumb as a rock if you believe that. Take a listen here.
This week, researchers presented preliminary findings from a study that shows regularly eating processed red meat is linked to a higher risk of developing dementia later.
Remember, people, those sausages and them things is not no fucking red meat, people. Don't piss me off. It's no red meat. It's the dye, the coloring they put in it, and it got nothing to do with food, that coloring. Wow, I'm telling you, people, why you think I don't eat those shit, period? I can't be hungry enough to eat salami. What the fuck is salami? Bologna. You serious? Those round thing they call sausages, what the hell is it? What kind of food is it? If you eat those things, of course it's gonna kill you. Period. It's gonna kill you faster than the regular food, people. They put them shits in place, tell you what it is, and I guess process and whatever processed meat, let it sit there or whatever they do to it, gonna make it better for you. We're talking about all of these processed meat, people. That's what they're pointing the finger on. And guess what? They have to put a whole lot of salt in it. It got to be real salty for it to process, for say. And that's not good for you. Take a listen.
Life. Processed red meat includes things like hot dogs, bacon, sausage, salami.
What makes those a red meat, people? The bacon is no red meat, people. It's something they put together and color it. Wow, unbelievable that people don't understand. You see, beef, in real life, the beef is not really red, people. After the cow die, you cut up the meat, it's not red anymore. So therefore, if you see the meat red, you should be suspicious about it. A lot of people don't understand that. When you go to the supermarket to buy, you buy meat, buy a piece of steak, and it red like fire, like blood. Don't buy it, people, don't buy it. Meaning that they put something on it to make the color that bright. Because after the cow meat cut up and everything, it's not red anymore. It kind of give you a brownish look. So that means with them selling you this red looking meat, they put coloring in it, and any supposedly synthetic, any coloring they put on it gonna be synthetic chemical, 100% in, just like they give you in candies and all these other things. Don't be thinking that it's fruit coloring. It's artificial flavoring and coloring they're using on the food, something they create in labs. That's why you have a bacon right there. Take a listen.
Researchers tracked more than 130,000 U.S. adults for up to 43 years.
This is stupid shit, people. They're tracking 130 people. Come on, go back again, people. Listen to what they just tell you and tell me if you believe it, man. IQ check with the bit of
Bacon,
truth.
sausage, salami, and bologna. Researchers tracked more than 130,000 U.S. adults for up to 43 years.
Over 43 years, you're tracking down 130,000 Americans? How did you do that? Okay, so the pussy's out the bag now, people. The cat is out the bag. They are watching you, surveilling you, watching you with these things. You probably think I'm playing. Like I say, they give you these things to consume, and then they watch for the result. We are guinea pigs in this big old lab, people. That's what they're doing, working experiment on us. They feed us this wicked food, people. These things they feed us for food and sit back and watch the reaction take us. Wow, why they come and diagnose you faster with this sickness, people. So first, they talk like dementia is just something that just happens to the brain. Protein release in the brain and all of these shit. Once they mention protein in the brain, you know, it's chemical. Chemicals seek up in your brain, and that's how you got Alzheimer's and dementia. The chemical come from these things. Not only your food, but a lot of things that you associate it with. We're being truthful here. You can't hide it no more. You can't lie. You can't bend around the bush. We know exactly what it is. So yes, ultra process is all chemical, and that's the reason why they can say, hey, look to here right here. We got these chemical meat we put together we call processed meat. Yes, you might have a problem with this right here. Cause Alzheimer's and dementia. Take a listen.
They say during that time, more than 11,000 of those people developed dementia.
You hear that, people?
The study's authors say those who ate two
How did you study 130,000 people for 40-something years? That's bullshit. What a fucking lie, man. How did you do that study? Is people that are aware of the study? 130,000 of them? Stop it, man. It sounds stupid. You look stupid saying that shit out your mouth.
Of processed red meat a week had a 14% higher risk of developing dementia than those who ate fewer servings.
Don't worry about the dementia. That meat is bad for your period, people. So only if you don't want dementia, you don't mess with those meat. Wow. In America, they teach the male to in love with bacon. As a matter of fact, they have a saying like they're saying that you're not a man if you don't eat bacon. If you don't eat a big chunk of steak, you're not a man. All of these things is to lead you to your death. Complications and death around the corner, surrounding you if you participate in these things. What is those meat, people? What is a baloney? Unbelievable that people actually eat these things. You put it in your body, the same body that you love, enough to change over your whole look. You slap in the ass, you slap in the hip, you do a liposuction, you do all of these things because you care about how you look. But you don't care about what's really happening inside of you. That's what I discover here. Because you would go all over the place to make sure that you look good. But when it comes to your health, you're taking in all these processed meat, ultra processed meat, that gonna kill you later on. But you only care that you look good in the mirror.
Furthermore, the study found eating unprocessed red meat did not significantly increase the risk of developing dementia. Unprocessed red meats are things like steak or pork chops.
There you go.
Most processed meats are classified as
pork chop is not red meat. But I guess they have to also process the pork chop, people. Wow, what a joke for the masses. I already told you we should never be eating meat, period. That's the secret. They should tell you. I already told you it's part of the human being punishment in hell. You leave human being origin to come on this side where you have to kill another creature to live. You have to eat another animal. You have to eat some other beings to live. That's the world you're living. You believe that's right? Like I mentioned, people, when you look at life, it's simple to understand. Don't look from the angle that they teach you to look from, and you will see the whole thing. We shouldn't be eating red meat or meat, period. Meat is not for the human being to take in. We are meat. Do you understand that? We are meat, the same way as the meat that you're eating. You are meat. We shouldn't be eating meat, people. I already told you that. The natural way to live is what grows. Grows from the ground. Spring up food for you to eat. Not animal that running around. You have to understand that. And that's part of our punishment here, people. When you leave the human being origin, you're not going to get what the human being origin have to offer here in hell. So it's substitutes we're dealing with here. There go the substitute you're looking at on screen. Those are substitutes. I already told you. In order for them to make here home for you, they have to imitate food. And that's what they do with those deadly chemicals. Imitate food that you used to eat that grows on tree. Even the meat, people, is an imitation of food that you used to eat. It's the closest they can get to what grows on the tree. Kill another animal and feed it to you.
Ultra-processed foods, which means they're made with ingredients that don't occur naturally, like...
Okay, so hold on here, man. Before they get into what don't produce on the earth naturally in the meat. Now, what meat you're talking about in this world have something that the earth produce in it? Natural. Okay, listen.
Protein isolate, high fructose corn syrup,
Go back.
or pork chops. Most processed meats are classified as ultra-processed foods, which means they're made with ingredients that don't occur naturally.
It don't occur naturally. And listen what they're talking about, people. Listen.
Soy protein isolate, high fructose corn syrup, modified starches, flavorings, or color additives.
Okay, and all of them have it. All of these. Remember, I already told you the sausage, how we get the color, people, is fake coloring, artificial coloring. Where they get it from is chemical. Okay, so what that person just mentioned, it's in every food that you eat. Okay, remember I did a video, let me see, 2016. One of them here, I guess it's still on YouTube on one of those old channels that I don't have no control of. And I talk about the soybeans and all these soy things that they're pushing around. And what did I tell you about the soy? It's a preservative, people. It's not a real food. It's a synthetic food. They can't mention soy unless they mention synthetic, because it is synthetic food. Okay, listen what they mention again, people. High fructose corn syrup. Now a lot of people looking at it like corn syrup. Why would that be unnatural if it's corn? And corn is natural. No, people. The only way you can get syrup from corn if it says GMO's corn. Genetically modified corn give you syrup. Give you sugar. They take the bacteria out the corn to make corn. Do you understand? The bacteria, that's what they use to make the corn that you get the syrup from. Do you get it? Okay. So with them genetically modify the corn, they get it to grow how they want it. So that make that corn not natural. It's artificial food. So when they start making syrup with that corn, put it in anything that you're drinking or eating sweet. Now what the fuck is it doing in meat? Okay, they have to make the meat enticing. The bacons and these ones of the world, they have to make them enticing. So therefore, it got a lot of different tastes in there to build up what it is. Do you understand what I mean? Including sugar. We're talking about sweet, not sugar, but sweet. The high fructose corn syrup. Believe it or not, people, it make every drink that you know. You hear me? It's the sweetener for every drink you know. I did videos on it, break it down and show you that's what they use for honey. All they have to do, give it the honey flavor with another chemical. Do you understand that? it's gonna be with a tan, because you know the high fructose corn syrup is actually a clear, sweet liquid, thick, clear liquid. So once you turn that little bit tan, bam, it's honey. You turn it red, that's strawberry syrup. A lot of people don't understand. I pay attention ever since I was a young youth. I pay attention to these things. You would pick up, they used to serve up syrup back in the days more than ever. Syrup. They used to give you that thick liquid in a bottle. You might see it with a yellow color, they say it's pineapple syrup. You see it red, oh, strawberry syrup. This is how they used to do it. And guess what? You see on the big, the label, the biggest label, you see a big name, the name of the damn company that give it to you. And then you see strawberry syrup. Now, take that same fucking bottle, turn it around, and they have another piece of label at the back with some fine writing on it that you can't understand if you don't use a magnifying glass. Because they don't want you to see it. But when you finally get to see it, they're going to show you it's high fructose corn syrup. I'm just saying, why didn't you put that in big and bold writing like you did the name of the damn company? Like you did when you put strawberry syrup. I'm just showing you how wicked the world is, people, and it is hell. So yes, in fine print, they tell you the truth that it is corn syrup. And these things that I discovered when I was a young youth. Big and bold, strawberry syrup. Turn the bottle around, look at the fine print, and it tell you that it is high fructose corn syrup. So they lie to you, but the truth is in fine print. Some things that they know you might not even want to see. You don't want to see it. You just want to see that it is strawberry syrup and you drink it for that and it tastes like it and it gives you the vibe of it because of all that they tell you on the bottle and the fact that you can't see the fact that it is fake corn to make that syrup. And anything that's sweet is in. And now it's in meat. Now they tell you that they also put it in meat. And that's the problem why people sick and have dementia. Take a listen.
Many ultra-processed foods also have high levels of sugar, sodium, or fat,
No sugar.
all of which have long been known to negatively impact your health.
Yes, and what kind of fat is it, people? Another fake shit again. Remember, these are what they said the greedy people need. They need sugar, salt, and fat. Did you know that? That's what they're serving up. They have to have the sugar. They have to have this. I'm saying sweet. They have the sweet. They have the salt. And they have the damn shit in there for the masses to want it, which is fat. You don't understand, people. They know exactly what they need to feed you, what your body asking for. They make your taste bud and everything.
The most common ultra-processed foods are things like sodas, flavored yogurts, instant soups, and most breakfast cereals.
It's all breakfast cereal, people. I already break it down and show you. All breakfast cereal is man-made fake shit, people. It never made from real things that grow from the earth. It's never made from nothing natural, people. It's fake shit. 100%. That's like the dog food that you feed your dog, the dry food in pellets. Do you understand that? It can't go bad, people. Why? What the fuck do you make those flakes out of? What make it? Don't lie to us and tell us it's corn flakes. Corn flakes. What kind of corn? The same genetically modified corn? Come and be real with us here, man. What is you feeding the people? And this is why we have so much sick people on this earth. Don't ask why, people. This is the reason why people have so much sickness and complications on this earth. You don't know what you're putting in your body. And anything you put in the body gonna have some kind of repercussion, especially if it's man-made, wicked man-made chemical they're feeding you right here, and then they come pointing out all the sickness that you have, and you in hell you're talking about, yes, it's something that we have to live with. Listen.
A study published in 2023 found they make up a huge part of the American diet.
Yes, like Starbucks, the one with the devil creature on it. Everything you drink out of there, extremely sweet. Please tell me what you think it is, people. They're serving you up the same high fructose corn syrup. That's what they're feeding everybody. Every establishment gotta feed you with. They don't have no sugar, people. I call it out sometimes in my podcast about the cane sugar, or they take the cane sugar off the table, and then all of a sudden now they're selling it as the healthy sugar. I seen them advertise cane sugar making soda now, and they say, oh, this is good for you. Soda that's good for you because it made from real cane sugar. I'm asking the question, why did they stop taking sugar from cane? A natural way to get sugar. They shun that shit. A lot of people don't even understand these things. Look into it, people. They stopped taking sugar from cane long time. It's the easiest way to get sugar. As a matter of fact, you can juice out some cane, put it in the sun, spread it out on a piece of sheet, and later on you're going to see those crystals show up in the sun. Do you know that or not? The same sugar. It come from the cane just like that. But that's too simple. That's no process. You understand what I'm saying, people? So now they have to tell you about sugar beet. They tell you sugar beet produce the most sugar on this earth. Now go back and look what is a sugar beet. A sweet potato, people. They got busted by the mag bitter truth. A sweet potato. So listen. Guess what they're feeding you now for sugar? Starch. It sounds funny, but starch is also processed sugar. You process the starch and you get sugar. Did you know that or not? When I tell you certain things in your body gonna cause you to be sick, what I'm trying to tell you. You eat some potatoes, that's starch. When the potatoes sit in your body, it processes all the way out to sugar. And that starch becomes sugar in your body. Not only sugar, but bad sugar. Do you get it? They have the bad sugar, really. That's the supposedly corn syrup and the processed sugar that they get from starch. So like I mentioned, the easiest way to get sugar is by using sugar cane. And they basically stop that process, put it to the side, and now this is the way they give you sweet stuff. High fructose corn syrup, or basically starch processed into sugar. All of it gonna destroy your body. And now they mention dementia and Alzheimer's right there. And I mentioned about these coffee and things that the Starbucks sell. All of it is highly sweet drink. When I say high, I mean way sweeter than you're supposed to be even taking in. We know sugar is bad for your blood. It's gonna fuck your blood up. The sugar. And these people feeding you that shit left, right, center. The sugar will never come back out your body. We talk about sugar, but keep it in mind what it is. Unnatural sweet. Your body calling for it and everything. They have it to feed you. That's most of the masses destruction here. So when you have a Starbucks, a Smoothie Kings and all of these things, they serve you up those sweet drink. Yes, the damage is done to the masses. So now they can come and check your blood for Alzheimer's and dementia.
For about 58% of children.
Look at that shit right there, people. Why would you eat that? Look at it. Just look at it. What is that shit? That don't look like food to me, people. As a matter of fact, it's supposed to look more like clearish, not this dark looking white or creamish look. I'm talking about if it's real macaroni or whatever they call it. You know, why does it look like this? It's not real food, people. It's not real food. None of it is. None of those soup in the package is actually real food. That's not real food. They made it from something that you would never eat for real. But they made it from that same shit and serve you up in a pack. You throw some water on it, put it in the microwave, and then you get your soup. You believe that, people? Like I said, they're finding a lot of ways to kill off the masses using these ultra-processed food. The Roman noodle is not food. Listen.
An adult calorie intake.
Look again, people. Take a look at what they're pouring on it. You see that right there? Those crystal-looking thing, like seasoning. Yes, that's not a chemical again, people. Something that they made with synthetic material on earth. Do you understand that? Made up food for you right there is never good because it's not natural. Every food you take in is supposed to be natural. You are a natural creature. Blood is natural in your body. Flesh, bones, tissues and all. Your organs, everything in your body is natural. You have to take in natural things to keep those things functioning and good. But you're taking in all artificial and synthetic food to destroy your lungs, your organs in your body, your blood, your cells and everything. That's a 100% plan. That's why you get this shit. Serve you up for food. What you think? You think it's a coincidence? Is something just happened? Why you eating these poison and wicked shit that shouldn't be in your body? No, people, it's all by design. Bam. Take a look at this right here, people. Pay attention. Now is it ticks.
It is a tick-borne illness that has become increasingly common, and unlike Lyme, it can be fatal and impact others.
Unlike Lyme, it could be fatal. Remember, they tell you about the Lyme disease come from the ticks, and everybody should be aware and all of these things because they know it's summertime, supposedly, and these insects gonna be out. But there's one thing I tell you about ticks, bed bugs, and mosquitoes. And all of those blood-sucking creatures, for that matter, all of them was created by the devil peoples. Why you think they're sucking your blood, people? The human beings don't belong on this side of the earth. What the fuck you have insect that's sucking blood from humans? How did they get to human being bloods? I don't get it, people. In an unnatural world where the human being shouldn't be, why the hell you have creatures here that's sucking blood from the human being? Where you get the ticks from that need human being blood to survive? Where you get a mosquito from that do that? A bed bug that's know when you sleep to come suck on your damn neck for blood. Those don't trust them, people. His government put them out on you, and then later on they give you the aftermath of these creatures that they put on you. Remember, the mosquito is one of them on the table in the summer now. Tell you mosquito bite you, dengue fever, all kind of different shit. They tell you you're gonna have. They have about 3 different, disease, Zika and all on the table that if mosquito bite you, you're gonna get it. They talk about the ticks, another blood sucker again, and the masses. Take a listen.
Long-term neurological problems.
So far this year, the Maine CDC has reported 3 cases of Powassan, including 1 death of an 81-year-old York County man.
Yes, and 81 is a number 9 coding. Or you want to put it as AD. 18. You understand? 18 is the coding, 3 6s. But pay attention, they tell you it's more deadlier than the Lyme disease. Pay attention.
A woman from Carmel who survived the virus is sharing her story to help raise awareness and to push for early detection. News Center Maine.
So you see, people, the reason why they're giving you these stories, remember, you shouldn't make the news a mainstream news. You should never make the mainstream news about somebody have some tick virus. Do you understand that? But the reason why they're doing it is to bring you an agenda. Listen.
Ian Lee has more.
In 2018, Megan Summers was working as a licensed veterinary technician in Portland when she contracted what she thought was the flu.
Listen.
However, her symptoms
You see, people? Contract the flu. Let's listen for the symptoms. Go back.
drastically changed.
Severe migraines that I had never had
Severe
before,
migraine.
where I would lose vision.
She also had severe muscle
Listen to this.
spasms, numbness and tingling, profound fatigue, and partial seizures. She went from doctor to doctor with no answers. A blood test was negative for Lyme. Later, she was
blood test was negative for Lyme. But the blood test can't pick up what that person have. Just like I mentioned with the blood test, they're going to detect Alzheimer's. Why you just seeing the Alzheimer's all of a sudden in the blood? Because you wasn't looking for it. You can't see it. You only can see what you're looking for. These smart doctors and scientists, they call them, Why they only have to see what they're looking for? Why they can't see something unless they're looking for it, people? It's bullshit. 100% bullshit.
Diagnosed with anxiety and fibromyalgia. 3 years later, she hit rock bottom.
I was essentially bedridden. I couldn't work anymore.
She found a naturopathic doctor who ran a full blood panel for tick-borne diseases.
Wow.
The panel came back positive for Lyme.
So you see, people, they test for Lyme and they didn't find it. Now they're testing a wider, I guess they're giving them a wider test or with an open mind. Now they find the Lyme disease and something else.
The Powassan virus.
There you go.
Megan's health began to improve after rounds of antibiotics.
There you go, people. Rounds of antibiotic. And that's what gonna save you. Are you dumb? Now, a lot of people, they challenge Mag all the time when I bash these drugs that they have on the table. Because it might make you feel better. But something worse is lurking in your body. Because of these deadly chemicals that you're taking in to alter you. They call antibiotics. Remember, it's germs you're taking in right there to counteract germs. That's what they tell you. It's antibiotic, meaning it's going to go against whatever, bug or whatever is in your body. But listen to me, this causes a whole nother problem with your immune system. Every time you take an antibiotic medication, your immune system get a hit. Did you know that or not, people? Every time you take antibiotic, it hurts your immune system. It makes it weaker. Now you're prone for sickness and diseases. Just because you have some bacteria that you want to get rid of. Your poison your body, open the gate for more sickness when your immune system die.
Parasitic medication, herbal remedies, and diet change.
Herbal remedies. Now take a look at these things. I show you broccoli, you have blueberry, you have almond, you have curry, you have, I guess that's lemon, or, grapefruit, they have apple, they have ginger. All of these things right here have to be poisonous before they serve you up. Yes, you can say I'm mean, but I'll tell you the truth, that's all. One thing you can't accuse the MAGA of is lying or hiding things for the convenience of the people. No, you have to know these things. Now take a look at the broccoli. They have to spray it with chemical in this side of the earth for it to grow without bite. No insect mess with it. They have to do that. I tried it already and they heat up all of that shit that I have in my backyard. As a matter of fact, some insect that you can't see, you only see the aftermath when they rip that shit up. It's sort of like a web-looking thing, white web, and it takes over the whole thing until it dies. I got some okra and them things growing, it just take it over. Eat up the whole thing till the tree die. That's what they do on this side of the earth. So you have to put chemical on it. What the chemical gonna do? Poison the fucking shit so the insect don't wanna eat it, and then you get to eat it because you're dumb enough to eat poison. So there you go. All of these things that grown. Remember, I did videos on it, and don't worry about it. They will come tomorrow and tell you the same thing that I just tell you. That all of these supposedly growth things contains chemical, wicked chemical. Even the almond, they tell you have cyanide. Why? Because that's what they use to grow it. Do you understand? They use it to grow it, and they use another deadly chemical to fend off, pests as they call it, in this side of the earth. So you can't escape the food poison of the masses. Right here.
According to the CDC, some patients don't experience any symptoms,
Yeah, that's
while
right.
others have a mild course of the illness.
Every fake disease they give you, yes, it got asymptomatic attached to it. Even though it's so deadly, this is a deadly virus right there the ticks can give you. But still you could be asymptomatic. Why, people? Because it's a government trick. A 100% trick. Like I mentioned, they give you these blood suckers and then now they're telling you how bad they are when they bite you. Take a listen.
In some cases, people can experience life-threatening complications that affect the brain or nervous system.
Yes, I guess that could lead you back to dementia again and Alzheimer's. Listen.
cases is fatal.
If you have inflammation in your nervous system, that can spread to every other organ system in your body.
Dr. Scott Melton specializes in infectious diseases at Northern Light Infectious Disease Care. He says there is
Northern Light Care, Healthcare. What is this, people? Light Care. Okay, listen.
cure for the Powassan virus, although doctors may treat symptoms of the illness.
Symptoms like the fevers, the chills, that aren't responding to typical treatments. The lumbar puncture, getting the spinal fluid can't help us with the diagnosis.
Dr. Melton advises avoiding deer or woodchuck ticks carrying the Powassan virus can put you less.
I guess you can really avoid these ticks, people. They tell you to avoid it. They're full of shit, like I mentioned. It's all scare tactics for the dumb masses. Yes, some people gonna get the tick bite, going to the doctor because they see these clips. And of course, they got you right where they want you to diagnose you with that sickness and say you're asymptomatic.
Marianne Harris was a beloved artist and musician, but in 2021, less than a day after she started experiencing symptoms of nausea, double vision, and fatigue, Harris was on life support.
Take a look, people. The Harris right there on life support, and they go there and record it because they know they was going to get a spot on the news to show it. Do you believe that, people? Don't believe none of these things. You need to start looking into it before you buy it as truth. What is this right here? How did they get to protest? Put this woman right here, plaster on the TV, on the news, because it's sick. Take a look. They take pictures and everything to prove a point. Don't believe nothing on TV.
Conscious. She was hooked up to like 70 different machines.
Of course, 70 different
Her
machines.
husband of 4 decades says the mystery illness left Harris paralyzed.
There was no response from her whatsoever. It was just, it was heartbreaking, really.
Tests later showed Harris had Powassan virus,
Listen to this.
and she likely caught it from getting a tick bite in her
There
own.
you go again, people. So that's what the supposed virus that you get from the ticks did you. The political virus, I guess they call it. It's bullshit, people. 100% bullshit. Like I tell you, they're only gonna prep you up for these things. Scare tactic style. Now you're gonna be scared of ticks because you're gonna see them more than ever.
There was no response from her whatsoever. It was just, it was heartbreaking, really.
Tests later showed Harris had Powassan virus, and she likely caught it from getting a tick bite in her own yard in Ottawa without ever knowing it. There are multiple tick-spread diseases on the rise in Canada. Lyme disease is the most...
Why is it on the rise, people, in Canada? Why? Because the government people said so? Take a listen.
familiar with annual case counts now in the thousands. Canada is also tracking Powassan virus, plus babesiosis, an infection caused by a parasite, and a bacterial infection called anaplasmosis.
Wow.
We're looking at hundreds and hundreds of cases.
This federal research scientist says climate change is helping ticks expand.
Bam. So all they're telling you about these supposedly new tick disease coming out is more deadly and all of this shit. Mosquito biting, dengue fever, Zika. Why you think they're telling you all that? All to bring your attention right back to climate change. People are hoax. They give the masses. They're the one who control the climate. They control if it's cold, control if it's hot. They're the one who give you twister, storms, and everything around. Every disaster, they have hands in it. It got nothing to do with no climate change. It's them ending the earth right here in the name of climate change. They're going to give you some procedure you need to follow. And that's what they're going to use, the recipe. That's what it's going to be to end this world and the people in it. By you scared of global warming and the earth eating up, you're going to take these measures and you're going to be fucking life
their
right
range,
here.
which could mean more infections in the years ahead.
Of course.
And we are seeing a lot more case counts,
More you
specifically
go
always
live.
looking at Ontario and
Why
Quebec.
would you be laughing? Is something funny? Like I said, the more they progress in life, people, is the more they give you these things. Can you believe it? They're getting more modernized. They're getting more technologized. They find these breakthroughs in medicine. But more sickness is on the table. Can you believe that, people? All the breakthrough, all the scientists, advancing and everything, we're just getting more sickness. The more they advance, the more sick we get. Is that real? That to show you what kind of world you're in and what their goal is. Their goal is to sick us. Their goal is to destroy us in this satanic earth. Don't believe nothing else that they tell you, like they're coming to your rescue. Yes, another Mag Bam Sunday, man. Appreciate everybody for taking it in. But I'm gone.